All right. Welcome to episode 10 of Grown-Up Human Comic People. Hit that theme music!
Grown-Up Human Comic People! Grown-Up Human Comic People!
All right.
Well, let's get this started like we always do. Cheers,
Yeah,
fellas.
cheers. And lady.
Ooh.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Enjoy the whiskey, you fucks.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. All right. So, here we are. Episode 10.
Magical episode.
Yeah.
This is the mystical episode according to Asian mysticism.
Nice.
And we
One in
dress
the
for the
void.
occasion as well.
And we are, we
Yeah.
are dressed for the occasion. We all have the official Grown-Up Human Comic People t-shirt on, which you can get down here at Southside Comics
Or at your shows.
or at any radical trivia shows you might anyone would like to attend.
Limited edition.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, limited print run because, we got to switch it up every now and then.
Yeah.
This one's
These are
blue.
a very lovely blue. In fact, I like
They're
this
Laguna
color a lot.
Seca blue.
Very beautiful.
This
Yeah.
is first edition blue.
This is first
First
edition. Blue.
First edition.
You have the blue one, like.
Yeah, that's
you're-
original shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a collector's item.
Absolutely.
And the next color, I don't know, maybe it'll be red, orange, or purple. I don't know. You figure it out.
I
Yeah,
want
we'll
a
figure
red
it-
What
one.
we're talking about.
Yeah, maybe we should have a vote. Like, if you're listening to this, you should go on the Facebook page and tell us what color you think the next run of shirts should be.
Yeah.
Speaking of Facebook,
And vote black.
I've been asked. we are shut up, Dan. Dan just wants to wear black. All the
That's
time.
all you wear.
That's all you wear too, Jared.
You always wear black.
That's true.
Yeah, it's fair.
But we've all gotten questions as to where you can listen to the podcast, and this might be stupid because you're listening to it right now, but you can listen to it. You can find us on Facebook, and there'll be links there. We're on iTunes, YouTube, SoundCloud, which, whatever. I'm not going to comment on that. We have a Twitter, Instagram. You can't listen there, obviously, but
see our
Player
nice
FM.
pictures.
Yeah, all our pictures on Instagram and
For
Tumblr.
our deaf friends, visit Instagram.
Yes, exactly, and Tumblr.
For
So
all the deaf people listening.
we should probably have a transcript of each episode. Have someone do that.
Totally do that.
That would take a
Who's
long
going to-
time.
No, it won't.
Yeah, who's going to do our minutes?
That would be horrible.
That was my old job at Reed
We
Smith.
could have
No,
one
I'm
of those-
actually.
We could have one of those ladies signing things on our YouTube video, like they do with those
yeah.
evangelical nighttime ministry things on cable. And
Or we could have the guy from the old Saturday Night Live who just screams things after we hear
Just repeats everything everyone
repeats
says,
everything but louder. Yeah. I love that bit.
Also, first order of business. Oh, actually, first order of business. We're gonna, as per comic book tradition, we're going to kind of renumber our episodes. So this is episode 10, and we're gonna do 2 tonight. But next episode will just be episode 11, so it's less confusing to everybody. So the odd numbers are probably going to be the ones where we're more drunk.
We're pulling a Marvel.
Yeah.
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 And-
if it wasn't already obvious as to which ones we are more drunk on. Although I have been drinking all day. So.
As have I.
Yeah.
And the podcast, we're doing it at the store. And it's brought to you by Southside Comics.
Southside Comics.
Yeah, down here in the south side of Pittsburgh.
What's the address, Dan?
1819 East Carson Street.
Yeah.
And if you can't make it down, you can check out the website, www.southsidecomicspgh.com. And, you can order from the store or from our distributor, and we'll send it to you. So,
Yep.
yeah.
Pretty sweet. Pretty
It's
sweet.
nice, yeah. The website's good. My partner Brian, he's doing a nice job on the website.
Thanks,
good
Brian.
job, buddy.
Yeah.
So has this been 1 year since you've been open today?
Yeah, today.
Congratulations.
Well, it's
Yeah,
not
very
officially.
nice.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
that's
thank you
good.
very much. Yeah. It's not the official 1 year being open, but it is when I decided to celebrate 1 year being open.
You said it was a good day, too.
Yeah, it was a great day. And I have to thank everybody that came out because when I was driving down here, it was snowing sideways. And it's April. So I was driving down thinking, like, fuck. Like, no one's going to show up. This is a fucking waste. Like, God damn it, I should have moved the day. But really, thank you for everyone for coming out because even with sideways snow, there were people here. And then once the snow died down, more people came. So
Yeah.
thanks, everybody. I appreciate you.
And I think if anyone had an idea that like there were going to be so many good-looking women who came into the store today buying comics, I feel like there would have been even a bigger
Probably
turnout.
more people, yeah.
Yeah, like
I mean,
today,
you really do get a lot of attractive women in here all the time. It's kind of crazy. I
Yeah.
don't know how that happens, but
They are
really
they are
strange.
defeating all
defeating
stereotypes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking smashing them, man.
and of course, good-looking guys too. I mean,
Yeah, come down
I
and meet
say-
some good-looking fellas.
There's just a lot of this.
Those guys are pretty nice.
Unlike
Pretty nice looking.
unlike a lot of other comic book shops, there are attractive people that come in here.
Pretty nice
Yeah.
looking guys.
Yeah.
As opposed to one in the strip district, which
Whoop,
don't
whoop,
be
whoop, no names.
for me. I didn't say any names.
I like most of the people there. There's just a couple people who.
There's
are dicks.
one guy.
Yeah, I really like at least a few of the people who work there. So anyway, let's continue.
But go to the south side.
We haven't really introduced ourselves.
Yeah, hey.
So as per tradition, why don't we go ahead and to my left?
Hello, I'm Dan. I'm at the store. Come see me.
I'm Dave.
Yeah.
Special guest. Returning guest.
With cool sleeves.
Dave.
Dave's
Those are
got cool
cool.
sleeves
Oh,
on
they are
today.
cool.
Kylo Ren sleeves.
Okay.
Yeah,
Get it now?
I got it.
Yeah. All right.
Let me bust out the hood.
You need to get like an emo swooshy thing with your
Yeah.
hair. There.
So you're going to be part of the dark side, but you're going to be a little emo about it.
Color Red, he's about as emo as it gets.
Yeah,
on the dark
exactly.
side.
He was in Girls.
His Twitter's awesome. Emo Kylo
Yeah,
Ren.
emo Kylo Ren is my
Hilarious.
favorite.
Yeah.
That dude is good.
So anyway,
Yeah, Jer here. No Greg.
he'll be here next episode. I think.
Yeah, I'll be here.
Yeah.
I'm Becky, and I absorbed the blood of the innocent.
Yeah, and also welcome back, Becky, and a happy birthday.
Thank you.
birthday,
Yeah, we're happy to have Becky. We weren't sure she was going to be here, but she's here, so we're all really happy about that.
It's Greg's birthday too, but he won't. He's not. Here.
Well, Greg, it's also Greg's birthday. So happy birthday to Greg as well.
But thank you very much.
He'll be here.
Happy
Yeah.
birthday, guy.
I brought cake and treats.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. Thank you for all of those things
Yeah.
and for being here.
This is Daniel, and I consume the cake and treats of Becky. Wait, that sounds terrible.
Really bad.
That sounds awful. Like, there was really no innuendo intended. Like, I was just playing off of her saying she consumes blood. You know.
Awesome.
Yep. Sorry, monkey. That was really not intentional. Oh, okay, good.
He wasn't
Doesn't
even paying attention.
Okay.
He's moving chairs around. What? And I'm Jared. And what do the Borg say? And I had the technological and biological distinctiveness of others to my own.
Oh,
Yeah. So
Damn.
yeah, something like that. Anyway.
That was some dorky stuff you said. Holy shit.
Yeah. Essentially, I'm saying resistance is futile. So so everyone out there knows.
I shan't resist. In fact, I resisted so little today that within 5 minutes of me getting out of bed, I had a healthy size shot of Heaven Hill.
Oh, wow.
That's how little I resisted today.
That's good.
Yeah, within 5 minutes.
I'm proud of you. That's good.
Because Mike stopped by
Yeah.
the house early. Well, not early. It was in the afternoon, but I was just getting out of bed. And he's like, hey, we should do a shot together. And I was like, absolutely not. And then I realized it might be time to just abide.
Yeah.
It's Saturday. It's the 1 year anniversary. Southside Comics. It's our podcast night. It's time to fucking abide.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm a better man for having done
It seems
that
like you're in a good place right now.
yeah. You seem
I'm
very
in a
happy.
fucking great place. Yeah. I mean, that is only one part of it. You guys being a large other part.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe he'll
And
drink.
Becky
every
being here, fuck, this is just a good day. This is a good day.
It is a
Whiskey
good
for
day.
breakfast. That's what we're saying. Grown-up
Yeah.
human comic people supports whiskey for breakfast.
I agree.
Yeah.
We're gonna hashtag that next.
yeah, hashtag
That's our
whiskey
next
for
hashtag.
breakfast.
Hashtag whiskey for breakfast.
yeah.
I would say that we should move on to shop talk, but Dan is wandering around somewhere, so I'm not sure where he is. But anyway,
Yeah.
we'll
We'll just make
Can I
up
plug
stuff.
something kind of serious?
yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So you guys know I've been sick.
Yes.
And some asshole donating their blood literally saved my life over
Right.
the past couple weeks. So donate your blood. Those people are really annoying when they call, but they do it for a reason, especially because there's a deficit in Pittsburgh of rare blood types. So if you can and you're able and you're not afraid of needles, just go do it.
Even if you are afraid of needles, just like nut up and shut up.
I mean,
Just
like
put your blood out
I
there.
sat there looking at it and just going, wow, that's somebody else taking like 15 minutes out of their busy day
Yeah.
for me. So thank you, whoever that was, and just if you can, be a blood donor. All right, that's
Yeah.
done. I'm done.
And you get free cookies and juice out
You
of it,
do,
you fat
actually.
pig.
Yeah.
Go down there and give some blood and eat your you can eat 4 days worth of cookies.
And a lot-
That's actually true.
And
Yeah,
actually,
they're really nice.
You know, I've seen that a lot. Like the people who are doing it, like a lot of times are. I think that I'm not sure if they do this on purpose, but like male and female, the people who do these are like generally like kind of attractive. So you can like, you know, I'm not sure if it makes people more at ease.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Well,
Well, you get some blood taken out, you get a little fucked up, and like
Right.
they just get better looking.
Right,
You know,
exactly, yeah.
so like,
Everybody
they're
looks
good
nice.
looking coming in,
It's the
they're
same
good looking going out.
It's the same. It's like being at the bar, only you don't have to drink.
Yeah.
yeah,
just get a little fucked up for
and then you
losing
get
some shit.
cookies. So
Yeah,
you know.
exactly.
Right.
But
It's
sorry,
it's actually better.
Better than attractive people feeding you cookies.
Rick, we tie this in. Attractive people who come to Dan's comic book shop, and Dan's back, and now he can do shop talk.
Oh, there you go.
See how I tied that in?
Dan's back.
Oh, because Dan's an attractive fella.
Yeah.
There you go.
And he fed us cookies. Holy shit, today it's great.
It's all coming around. Full circle.
That's true. My wife had the cookies. That was all her. So
Well, she has an attractive husband.
That's why the ladies come here.
I've been told I'm weird looking before. Yes, it happened.
Hey, not everybody likes nice things. That's all I'm saying.
I appreciate the compliment.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
That's why I've been friends for so
I
long.
like Dan.
Yeah, right?
I like Dan, so this is in no way directed towards you, but whenever someone says something like that, I always think there's a lid for every garbage can. That's my favorite analogy.
That's really good. I've never heard.
I know.
Yeah, I
Really
like
funny. Damn, that's good.
Yeah.
Love that.
I thought you guys might, so
Yeah, I need to reuse.
feel free to use the tweet that. That'll be our next hashtag.
Hashtag lid for every garbage. I'm just gonna start writing it down.
Yeah, write that down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dan, you start doing shop talk while I write things down.
Yeah, shop talk. I mean, we touched upon the 1 year, so again, thanks everybody coming out. Next month, really like almost 1 month from now, May 7th is Free Comic Book Day. There's like 40 plus free comics I'm going to be giving away. I'll have mad sales like I did today.
Nice.
Last year it was, I was open for like a month and a half when Free Comic Book Day arrived, and I didn't really know what to expect, and there was a ton of people here. The line was like down the hallway, so I'm hoping to get that turnout again, and I have more stuff in the store now because it's been a full year to stock it. So
You do have a lot of
come,
stuff in here.
yeah, come celebrate. We'll have food again, and
t-shirts.
maybe we'll have another podcast after Free Comic Book Day.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Although I might be asleep because it's a really busy day, but yeah. So that's really it. Shop talk. I mean, I touched upon DC Rebirth last podcast. The only thing I'm going to say is if you are interested in it, I'm running some specials. So stop in the shop, check them out, or go onto the website. You'll be able to see it. I'm bundling the packages together so you can save 20 or 25% on depending on what you get. And yeah, that's it. Civil War 2 for Marvel is starting right after Free Comic Book Day, right in time for the movie.
Nice.
The Apocalypse Wars is going on right now in the X-Men comics, like prepping us for the movie. And Marvel just announced that the Death of X event coming later. So I don't know what that means. It's very ominous. And the Image Expo just happened, but I was irresponsible and didn't read anything about it because I was busy getting ready for the store's anniversary. So I'll talk about that next time probably. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. Shop talk over.
Cool. So yeah, from here, we're gonna go into we're gonna check in with some stuff.
Yeah, two
We
of
got
our
two different
favorites.
things. We got Paper Girls. We got Huck. Paper Girls. No, I've read them. You've read them.
Yeah.
I had to re-look at it because I read 5 a while ago.
Yeah. Did you just read?
I just re-flipped through it because I read it. When did it come out?
It's been a while. It's been a while because the trade came out like 3 weeks ago. So Yeah, we've
Yeah,
been sitting on
I
it
feel
for a
like it
while.
was over a month.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's over a month for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is the? Do we have a copy of it over there? Somewhere?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Oh, that's okay. Cool.
That's the trade, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah. There's the number
the trade
five's
covers
behind
just
here,
4?
too.
5.
Oh, fine.
Yeah, it covers all 5. The trade covers all 5. Yeah, so yeah, yeah, that covers it.
I just didn't want to bend the spine all over.
No, that's okay, bud. It won't bend. They're sturdy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, wow. I mean, what we talked about this book? What we just did number 1, right?
I think we just did the first one. Did we
Been
check
a
in
while.
again with it?
Yeah, we did. We checked in again because when we checked in with it the last time, it had taken sort of like it started out with this really fun feeling kind of movie.
Yeah.
The storyline was nuanced enough to make it interesting, but it wasn't going in any crazy directions at first. And then all of a sudden, it took kind of this sharp turn.
Oh yeah, at the,
In-
with the one girl's mom, right, with the gun.
Oh,
with
yeah.
the gun
Yeah, right.
and these aliens and these extraterrestrials, and it started to get kind of. I wasn't feeling it for a couple issues.
Yeah.
You know, and then it brought itself back around. The story came back around on number 4 and 5, and now it's like, okay, all right, you guys. I feel like it's back on track to a storyline that's accessible and enjoyable and fun.
Just
Yeah.
like an 80s movie.
I was
Right,
just
just
gonna
like an
say.
80s movie. Yeah, like I didn't want Nameless. I didn't want fucking Paper Girls to turn into Nameless.
Right.
You know,
Right.
like I wanted fucking Paper Girls in the same way I enjoy, Huck.
Yeah.
In the same way I enjoy Huck. Just something.
I like that you brought up the 80s movie thing because a lot of 80s movies have like at least one moment where it might be like a totally kind of normal whatever movie, and then there's one moment where you're like, except for that part where it was really fucked up, like really, really.
You mean like the top that scene in Teen Witch, where she raps? Wow. Because
All right.
yeah, sorry, I know what you mean.
No,
but
that's good.
the reason
think
I
about
mentioned
that.
Teen Witch was because when I first read this, is it Fiona Staples who illustrated, or is this
No, it's Cliff Chang.
okay? But wait, is it Brian? It's Brian Vaughn though,
Yeah,
right? Okay,
yeah,
that's
BKB.
where I made the connection. The first issue, I thought of Teen Witch because it's just, it's a girl getting her first paper out. And I'm like, oh god, it's Teen
Oh
Witch.
yeah, that's how it opens.
But then, and we find out they're not aliens. They're people simply
They're
from
future
far
people.
in the future.
Yeah.
Cyborg, whatnot, kind of.
Yeah, they've got lots of.
but there's
mods.
dinosaurs.
Yeah, but they're riding
There's
on like
dinosaurs.
these flying lizards,
Yeah.
dinosaurs.
Which I'm assuming they will
I don't
want.
know.
They want.
Stephen
they got
Moffat
from
worked,
the past.
dinosaurs in a spaceship into a Doctor Who episode. So
which
we
is
can,
a pretty good episode.
It is a good
he
episode.
did that because his daughter came up with that idea, by the way.
That's amazing.
But still, yeah, I just I'm glad that it went forward from Teen Witch.
yeah, I mean, this book, like it. You're right, Dan. Like I was starting to fall out of it, but it really did bring it back nicely. And the way this arc ended was nice. Like they went back to the machine and jumped ahead, and the younger dudes who were from the future, they died, right?
Yeah, they're both.
Yeah,
dead.
yeah.
But yeah, like
Yeah.
they
Even like a
died.
horrible. Actually, that was another moment where it's like that was horrible.
Yeah.
Actually, like really disturbing.
Yeah, so it got really serious.
Yeah.
Because it was starting to get a little goofy and silly, and I didn't really know where it was going, but it ended nicely. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next.
Actually, just real fast to go to example of something that's really horrible in the middle of like kind of a fun movie. I think Gremlins is a good example.
Oh,
Gremlins is a great
I
example.
thought you were going to use
The end of that one, like, oh.
Well, it's. I mean, it's mostly like kind of silly and fun, but then like there's the moment where she tells the story about her dad dying in the chimney,
Oh.
and it just completely changes the whole tone of the movie for like 1 second. You're like, what the fuck was that?
Wow, that's some dark shit.
Yeah, and then the rest of it's like, oh, and then here's some gremlins killing people. There's a lot of 80s movies I think that have that like at least one moment, or like Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom. Like you're watching a movie like, oh, this is a fun kind of adventure movie, and then
his
it
heart out.
rips the guy's heart out of his chest. Like, holy shit!
Anima.
And the rest of it's still fun.
and I hope that Paper Girls does that, because out of Paper Girls, when we first started reading this, I think we started reading it back in October, right around Halloween time. Is when we came out and we presented it, and I would have been happy if it continued just with that sort of Nightmare on Elm Street feel.
Yeah.
You know, this sort of like fairly linear storyline.
Yeah,
Because I appreciate that, like, not all the time, but out of something like that, with that artwork, I just felt like that feeling fit.
Yeah.
It was like sitting down to a movie that, I don't know, just was comfortable.
Yeah.
Familiar.
Yeah. I kind of missed the feeling of the first issue where they it reminds me of a movie that didn't have that big of a budget, so they just don't have any extras, so it's just
So it's Manos, the Hands of Fate, is what you're
kind
saying.
yeah, but it's like a neighborhood, but there's no other
No
people
one's
except for the main character. That's what I liked about that, and now it's like it's more frantic, and it wasn't super hectic at the beginning of it, but now it's like a kind of a frantic story. They're jumping,
You know, now that you said that, it fucking the first issue felt like an "Are You Afraid of the Dark" episode.
kind of
Oh, I
yeah.
love
Like
Are You
it had that feeling of like
where'd everybody else go?
Like, yeah, we got to do one of these a week. We can't fucking spend a bunch of money. Our budget's not huge.
Yeah.
So let's go to South Hills Village Mall. It's only $100 if we use it between 6 and 10.
Oh my gosh. I liked Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
no,
amazing.
Are You Afraid of the Dark? Is
I
great.
mean, what's his name got the idea for the Sixth Sense from an Are You Afraid of the Dark episode? Really?
M. Night.
M. Night Shyamalan. It's the one
trying to
with the
think of which
bowling
one.
alley. And it's
Oh,
the girl
yeah!
who's
Yeah,
dead
yeah,
from
yeah.
the
He
50s.
didn't know he was dead the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Holy shit, that.
He
God
got
damn,
the
I hate
idea.
him even more now.
Yeah. You
He
just
ruined- he
stole
ruined The Last
the idea
Airbender
for your
and-
highest grossing, most successful movie from a 90s
God
Nickelodeon
damn it.
Snick show.
And
But-
Shyamalan's. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say because I think who'd you call out last time? You
Oh,
saying the punch in the face.
What's his name? Hateful Eight.
No. Dan challenged someone to a boxing match.
Oh,
Chris Brown.
Oh, Chris
Yeah.
Brown. Yes,
Yeah,
Chris Brown.
yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna call it M. Night Shyamalan to a boxing match because I really love Avatar: The Last Airbender and Legend of Korra, and you ruined the shit out of that for me on the big screen. So anytime you're ready, man, I'm waiting for you.
That's a fragile looking motherfucker, though.
Yeah,
dude.
come
Like
on.
I don't think Chris Brown might be able to like tease him into a ring out of just some
Right.
some loss of
There would have
pride.
to be
Yeah.
a handicap.
I'm not Shyamalan would be like, peace, dude. No, actually,
Yeah.
you're big.
Yeah,
He gets a knife.
Yeah.
There, that'd even it out.
he can use a knife. Yeah. So we got Paper Girls. Oh, Huck.
Oh.
So Huck is we're
we're-
a few
Oh,
more
wait, we're
issues
moving
into
on to
Huck.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But we got Huck.
No, I yeah.
Check in with Huck. I'll give
we're
it
five. We're
five.
five.
Yeah, we're five.
Yeah.
So we're one from the ending.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
and
didn't
this
know it
is-
was that close.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
Man,
it?
I didn't realize.
Well, here's my guess. My guess is that
Do you need
we
one?
will see like another Huck series in a year, just because he kind of like he said he was doing the same thing with Grownup. So I'd imagine that we'll see more Huck in the future. But yeah, I mean, this issue like shit got serious.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I really like the way it's gone.
Me too.
Because you get this dude he rolls up and says, "Hey, I'm your brother," which I knew something was wrong when he
Yeah.
said his name was
course.
Tom.
Yeah.
Like really?
Yeah.
Tom and Huck.
Tom and
Tom and
Huck. Okay. But that guy rolls up and then it turns out that guy is a I guess like a replicant kind of.
Yeah.
He's a
Russian.
fake human.
He's like the not as good the not stable version of Huck. Like
Yeah,
he can't
yeah.
sustain life.
Right. He actually replicant is a good.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
He was like the
they-
failed
he has-
KGB experiment almost. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, but there's a lifespan, like a very specific, like much shorter lifespan than regular people on that guy. Anyway, so they capture Huck and his mom, and it's pretty awesome. And then she uses the coolest part for me is that she uses her mind control power to help them get out,
Yes.
which is
In a
It
real
is so
interesting
cool
way.
the way
yeah,
she
Yeah.
does it.
yeah.
Because it's awesome because it's like, well, I'm gonna give you the confidence to get out. Like
Yeah.
her power is like whatever she tells someone they can do it.
Right.
So she tells Huck like the wall is supposedly impenetrable, the glass, and she says to Huck like, you can break it.
He says, "I can't break it, but I can if you tell me to," or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great, and I felt some feels there because he's putting his trust in his mom, who he doesn't really know, and he has never known for his whole life. But
Right.
he's like, "I trust you, Mom. Just we can do it if we work together." It's like one of those real
But she doesn't give him superpowers.
No.
No.
Like
She
if she were to
instills
tell
the
one of us
confidence.
to break down that wall, we would kill ourselves
Exactly.
trying to break down the wall.
Right.
But because he's super strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has the ability in there somewhere. She just brings it out of him.
Right.
Like to be able to push further beyond his actual whatever mental limit
Yeah. Yeah.
where it might be. Yeah. And also he's kind of sacrificing his body a little bit to help his mom get out.
Yeah.
It's like it's a really touching little. Yeah, it's great.
And I mean, nothing against Russian people, but like the classic Russian villain. It's just
They even reference Putin in here.
yeah.
There's a lot of things.
Yeah.
They one of
Putin's
the
going to be in what book is it? I just read that.
You're right. He is. What book is that?
It's
It's
not-
Divinity 2.
Yeah, Divinity 2.
Yeah. He's gonna be in that. Yeah.
they
Yeah.
okay, this is me showing off my nerddom, but they are true to Russian history in this,
Oh, yeah?
actually. And
With the
I'm
secret cities?
impressed with the research in terms of the, all right, remember I did PhD Eastern European, that's my background, post-communist systems, and he's talking about Nukograd, and that's a real thing. It means city of science, and those existed under
Right.
Stalin and Khrushchev and things like that.
Oh, that's cool.
They mentioned quite a few things throughout Huck, and they're all, existent in the USSR. And I was really kind of impressed that they did the research and said.
And that's a really cool idea too. I mean,
Yeah.
the fact that because the U.S. there are very few examples of huge superpowers kind of crumbling the way that did.
Right.
So there are probably
the
lots
Romans.
of yeah, but we don't have not a lot of leftovers from that.
Well, yeah.
But that's a fairly recent thing. So within that structure, it's really interesting to explore what secrets may have been lost whenever
Exactly.
that regime kind of fell or whatever. And this is they're doing a good job of getting into that.
Exactly. That's what really impressed me, and of course that's my academic speaking. But as I'm flipping through, I'm thinking, oh, squee nerd, But I'm finding little things that I think other people, might not pick up on. But I'm impressed with the research and
Yeah.
the authenticity. So.
Mark Millar.
On a Putin tangent,
Putin tangents are the best kind of tangents.
That sounds like a dessert.
Putin tangent.
with
That guy's crazy.
some nitrogenated cream so Putin's just like a fucking boss. He's like
Oh
He is-
yeah.
he is a
He's-
boss.
Oh, you
he's
have no
like-
clue how much he is a boss.
like
Yeah.
he's like I don't know, judo or jiu-jitsu black belt.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
works out like a beast. Anyway,
I wouldn't want to fight him.
there's a
Rides
thing. No,
horses
no,
shirtless.
you shouldn't want to.
he
He's also a
he
KGB
is a
agent.
former KGB agent.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
he was a
Yeah.
spy.
Yeah.
But there's a thing right now happening that there's a trend of Putin workouts and Putin diets.
Oh my God.
Like people, yeah, like working out. There's like regimens that Putin follows, whatever, and people are following it. And there's a really funny Vice article from their online, an online article about this girl who followed Putin's workout regimen for like a week or something like that. And anyway, I just thought it was kind of like
awesome.
hilarious.
That's really funny.
But it's
The fame of Putin.
Well,
Yeah.
Putin has quite literally brought back the dictatorship. I mean, he has built it, or he has a cult of personality built around
Yeah.
himself. It's
Yeah,
really Stalin.
absolutely.
And in a place where he's competing with Western economic powers, it's incredible to watch him rise.
He controls the media.
Oh, he controls
He
everything.
controls the media, and the media in Russia only shows what he wants them to show. Vice on HBO did a great segment on, it was a whole episode on the border conflict between the U.S. and Russia, and they were interviewing people from Russia and they were showing their perspective. They saw the U.S. as aggressors, and Putin was this like. He was at no fault basically under their eyes, and then they would show the reality of it. It's brilliant like how he could control a country that big to think that way. Like it's amazing. Like
Oh, it's
Ima-
really impressive.
it is very
I don't want to get on too
Hitler-esque.
much on a Putin
It is.
If
tangent.
you have control of the internet and what people are able to
The
view on
internet is less so. Russians actually have a little bit more independence in terms of internet than, say, their media, their television, and their radio. But the internet, they have a little bit more independence, especially in Ukraine.
Okay.
But his entire rise to presidency, or I think, he is the president, or whatever he's calling himself these days, was built upon a fake bombing that he constructed himself. And
Really?
it's quite widely known that he did this. And because before then he was just an unknown former KGB that was placed, to replace.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and he's been in office. He's set term limits and he keeps extending them. So now he was supposed to be out of office 8 years ago, and now he can be technically president until 2026, and then
And he will be.
and he will be.
And then he'll just be the prime minister under somebody else
That's
who is
incredible.
his puppet.
How
I've
he
watched the
has that-
PB. I've done a lot of research on him and Russian elections. I'm using the air quotes here, but I mean, I just keep thinking of that Anchorman quote. I'm not even mad. I'm just impressed because he could get away with this.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Palpatine and just
That's a really great comparison.
Lord Vader.
yeah.
No, really, it's a very good
he
comparison.
whenever you don't see him like on in pictures, he's wearing those robes
Yeah. Oh yeah.
everywhere he goes. He wears them.
It's a great day for the dark side.
We will invade the Ukraine again.
Let's blame the Chechens.
Wipe them out, all of them.
Never thought
All right,
you'd get an education here on Grown-Up Human Comic People.
So that's enough politics. But that's actually a good segue because the first book we're going to talk about on this episode is a little bit political.
Yes.
But not in a real life sense.
No.
We got Black Panther #1.
Right. We got to skip Q&A because nobody asked
Nobody asked
us
us any
a
questions.
question.
Nobody cued our A's.
I'll ask a question. Next
All right,
week,
okay.
next week I'll have a question.
All right,
All right.
Dave will have a
Mom,
question
I
for us
told
next
you, get on Facebook. Use the account I made for you. Ask a question.
Hey, I don't know about the rest of you about pulling your weight, but my mom bought a shirt today. So
She did.
Yeah.
shout out to my
mom's so
mom.
Supporter. She supported.
I
Yeah.
have a question about the art
Yeah.
from Black Panther.
Yeah.
I was really impressed. It's more of a question, more of a comment, I guess. I like the kind of combination of tribal African art and Tron. That's kind of how I
Yeah.
don't know if you
Yeah.
guys saw that.
It's cool.
For sure.
I thought that was neat.
Yeah.
I don't. I think the art was very well done in this comic.
Yeah.
I agree.
I was very impressed.
So to sum it up, basically this comic is it throws you right in. We're just talking about the first issue of Black Panther. So
Yes.
it throws you right into the middle of this kind of conflict in Wakanda. Wakanda being the place the Black Panther is the ruler of. So T'Challa is the king of Wakanda, which also sits upon a large mound of vibranium, which is what Captain America's shield is made of. It's a very strong metal and allows them to be a really technologically advanced,
Yes.
kind of secluded society. That's-
Greatest resource in the world.
Yeah, it's yeah. Which I have some issues with that. If they're not exporting it, doesn't make any sense. Anyway, but
They don't want to share it.
you're right. So I don't know. Anyway, let's
Is mine.
move on. So this book throws you in the middle of this conflict where apparently the Black Panther has kind of lost control of a lot of the country, and he's up against I'm not sure if it's a rebellion, but it's also being kind of incited by someone who has powers and
Yes.
who is bringing out the frustration and the rage of the people of the country. And so he's having a hard time kind of, I don't know, controlling, putting out the fires, the proverbial fires that have been going on. There's that. There's a couple little, sub-stories. This book's interesting because the author, who is, how do you say his name?
Becky?
Anybody?
How do you say his name?
Do we?
This is not one of my languages.
Becky is shaking her head. What, can I just see it?
Ta-Nehisi Coates.
Yeah, I would butcher it.
Can someone show me the-
That sounds pretty good.
Ta-Nehisi.
Yeah, Ta-Nehisi
Ta-Nehisi.
Coates. Yeah, sure.
He's very famous.
Yeah, he's a up and coming really famous
Yeah.
author right now. He wrote a novel that was It's in the back of the book. I forget it.
We're interested in this guy's last name. Is that a real last name, or did he just Stelfreeze?
Yeah, that's it.
He looks pretty cool. He looks kind of like the guy who plays Barry Allen's adoptive Joe West.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. He on The Flash. Look at the back of the book. He looks like kind of like him. Anyway.
Oh wow, he does.
Yeah. The guy from
Rent,
From Rent.
and Law and Order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this book is interesting because the author, Ta-Nehisi Coates, is not a comic book writer. This is his first foray into comics.
He's a correspondent for The Atlantic.
Yeah. Which
Wow.
is that's a crazy jump for some. I would say anybody.
Yeah.
And you can tell by the way that this book is set up because it doesn't baby you at all. It throws you right in the middle of whatever's going on in Wakanda. He introduces a couple like little subplots that are pretty interesting, it's not set up like any comic I've read recently.
No, very, very politically structured. You know, in the past, Wakanda was always the perfect nation, and you know, there was never like a solo series about the Black Panther. He was always involved in some sort of team or whatever. I mean, there was Black Panther series in the past, but recently there was really nothing other than Wakanda is this lovely place, except, you know, Doctor Doom tried to steal all the vibranium at one point, and Namor ruined the country in AVX. So this is sort of showing, you know, the result of all of those catastrophic things happening and where Wakanda is now. And Black Panther is reassuming rule because his sister, like, he gave up control of the country to his sister because he was tired of everything and people didn't like him, but his sister passed away. But we find out at the end of this issue that, you know, he's trying to bring her back.
Yeah.
So Wakanda is sort of in strife, which is a different perspective from what we're used to. Like, even all those bad things happen to Wakanda, like, they're always like a really proud nation, like, fighting back.
They're
like,
always united.
yes, like,
It's not been a civil war situation.
and this is why this book is so interesting, I think, because we're seeing a totally different perspective of this great fictional nation
Yeah.
in the Marvel universe.
And it's not just interesting if you know about the history of it, of like the nerdy side of it. You know, if you think of it as kind of a
Why are you being so stereotypical, man?
there's actually within this book there's very little kind of like superhero-y stuff,
Not much, yeah.
like very very little.
I mean, do you know a lot about him as a person? Where, like, his dad was a former Vietnam vet and a real Black Panther. I mean,
Right.
he led political movements and protests, so I wonder where he got it from. you
Right,
know?
right.
that's cool.
So that's, I mean, you can see a lot of that influence throughout the first issue,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
But what I'm just reading back through this. So, does anybody know who's this woman? The one. Who,
Oh, the one in the green?
The powers.
The one. Yeah, the one
Yeah.
who's
don't-
inciting this.
I don't know.
I thought she was just kind of a
I don't know.
shaman or some sort of
Yeah, I don't know who
spiritual
she
woman.
is.
Yeah, because I thought it was kind of cool that because what she said in there is, you know, you encourage this rage.
Right.
And
She said she didn't-
She's like, no, I didn't encourage it. I just revealed to them that there's
Problems.
more than just this like distress and agony, and I just revealed to them their truer self, like what their real self, like
Yeah.
you know, the things that are actually happening. I'm not telling them to go out and fucking murder anybody or to hate the king. And I thought that was kind of neat. She seemed like this person that's suggesting, you know, dive inward. Like, look at how are you feeling? Like, look
Right.
at these, you know, stop being maybe sedated by, we live in this opulent, perfect society. Everything's perfect. It's like,
Yeah.
well, is that taking you away from looking at these like deeper things, like what's going on with our king? What's going on, you know, and maybe speaking a little bit to exactly what's happening in America.
Yeah.
Where everybody, you know, we can,
For sure.
sure, where people are outraged by different things that are happening, but it's like, what the fuck have, you know, the majority of people you hang out with really done about that aside from you know complain on Facebook or like chat about it and
Yeah.
and in a way that isn't disingenuous. Like it's people
I was-
really having concern
Yeah.
and people they're not bad people, but you know, the next day you wake up and it's time to go to work or go to do this thing or hang out with whoever or get coffee and you don't do shit. But, you know, we're aware of it. Like, we're aware of what's going on. It seems like she's maybe the person, she's maybe not the villain or the bad guy. She's just saying, like, hey, take a deeper look. Look inside, you know. Like,
Yeah.
stop being, like, pacified or, you know, sedated by this populace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I like that you said the disingenuous part because I was thinking I thought that this was one of the most politically correct comics I've ever read, but not in a bad way. It wasn't, you know, it's not ham-fisted or anything like that.
Yeah.
Women, you know, there's obviously lots of minorities represented, but women have a
Majorities in this
lot.
case.
Well, yeah, but I mean, there's also
Yeah.
some like Asiatic peoples in
Yeah.
this, but you can't really tell. But women have a lot of power in this society.
Right. They're
and
the,
it's
they're the
incredibly impressive.
protectors of
Yeah.
the king.
Yes, exactly.
Or the royal family, I should say.
And if anything, they have check on political or spiritual power.
Yeah.
Like that
Yeah.
woman,
Yeah.
the mysterious woman. It's impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cool book.
I think I felt like I dug it because I felt like it was kind of it was speaking to just existence and
This country.
this country
yeah.
and just existence in general on several levels.
Yeah.
Like in a way that's kind of straightforward and something very relatable to everybody. And then on like a deeper level, you know, once you start disrupting this, once you start taking that dive inward, shit gets really rocky. And is it better to have, you know, peace of mind in ignorance, or is you know, a life unreflected or
Well,
Go ahead.
one of the things that I thought of whenever I was reading this, especially at the beginning, whenever Black Panther is kind of like he's in the middle of like a bunch of miners and
Yeah.
not ORs but ERs,
Yeah.
people who mine,
mine ores.
people who work at a mine. But it made me think like so. He establishes in the prologue that Wakanda is this kind of a utopian place, and I'm thinking like, if they're so like they're the most advanced society in the world, why do they even still have people who do manual labor?
Right. It sounds
Yeah.
like not utopia.
Like
at
that doesn't
all.
make sense. Like, you know, like if it's the most advanced place,
Job security.
I mean, I don't know, but like maybe they shouldn't they be beyond that? Like they have this vibranium, they have all this technology. Like the Black Panther's armor is like kind of it might be beyond Tony Stark's armor. Like whenever you see his cowl like materializing on his face,
Yeah.
it's
That's cool.
It's
it's
bad.
pretty cool
It's
looking.
really
Yeah,
nice.
it looks very
Something-
Tron.
Very
Yeah.
new.
It's like
See,
super
that's what I
duper.
thought, Tron.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's awesome. But like if you have that that level of technology, that level of advancement, why do you even have? Because there's clearly social classes in this book. Like
Definitely.
you know, he's talking to like the mining class. Like there's people who are literally working in a fucking mine. Like
Right.
you
And I'm sure the guards.
you probably don't need that.
the,
Like
the royal guards are not upper. Like they're
Yeah.
they're the same thing really. Like they're working in a manual labor type position,
which-
to serve the greater good.
exactly, which kind of maybe even reflects more on our country right now, where it's we have the ability to if we wanted to really badly, we could raise everybody up to not having to work, probably. You know, like not having to work, but not having to do the awful jobs, you know, like the shitty jobs. Like if we really constantly we took the 1%'s money and did a bunch of stuff, we could have and maybe this is like bordering on communism, but like we could have everyone be okay.
I mean, it's definitely socialist, but my only objection to that is that they're mining this mineral that has created this utopian world,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And in so many traditions, you know, they talk about finding like meaning and purpose through work.
Okay, yeah.
And if this thing is the foundation of this entire society, maybe people are deriving a lot of meaning and value from that. It's necessary work, and if it's not, you know, causing mesothelioma, or you're dying by giant
gonna see
blades
so many
that are
commercials in
digging
Wakanda about
into
mesothelioma.
Class action lawsuit.
Yeah.
Edgar Snyder having
If you've been diagnosed with vibranium-induced mesothelioma,
Has Mithril got you down?
but in the same way that people constructing churches or temples or places of worship where they do it freely, in their free time, or they're part of it and they derive a lot of value from
Yeah.
it. Perhaps that's the same way in this society. I mean, I don't know. I'm fucking going on a huge limb here.
well, no,
It's good.
it seems to me like in that first bit where you have the Black Panther surrounded by guards and like he's trying to reason with like all the miners. It seems like they are upset about. I don't know. I'm not sure. Actually, do they say what they're?
No, but I took it as it's like their base feelings at that point. It's like
Yeah.
they are the veil has been lifted and they're seeing what their lives are reduced
They're
to.
not happy.
And they're not happy with
Right.
it.
Right.
You know?
So
Sorry.
yeah. But yeah, people who are not happy with their standing, which I think it implies that even though they have this like high level of technology, lots of people are not happy.
But wouldn't that? I mean, this is again just going off here, but wouldn't those people, the people who are there with their hands in these minerals, the minerals that have created this utopia and have been living this life that is cushiony and privileged and beautiful, and then all of a sudden they find out that this whole thing that they've been a part of is sort of a sham.
Right.
Maybe
Yes.
those would be the same people who, realize that everything that they've invested so much life energy into constructing these monuments to this thing, only to realize that all of it was bullshit. Wouldn't those be the first people to be like, fuck
this.
Yeah.
I'm burning this fucking church to the ground. I'm burning this fucking monument. We're breaking this down. Like, how dare you? Like, we have given so much of this in a belief that, in a faith in this thing.
Yeah.
And when that crumbles, man, that causes some really radical, intense responses. And that might be like wanting to kill some. I mean, that's going to manifest in anger and rage and in outrage. And I mean, that's a huge bomb to drop on somebody. It's just like knocking the legs right out from underneath you.
Well, we
You
might
know?
see that in further issues because
Hopefully.
I think a
I
lot
hope
of their
so, yeah.
workforce that you see, or not so much workforce, but a lot of the controlled population is actually a prison population. They're
Yeah.
in shackles. They are obviously lower class, but they're being put to work.
Yeah.
So you might see them revolt,
Yeah. Yeah.
especially with his background, his political,
Right.
the author's political background. I think we might see that.
I think so too.
Yeah.
You're exactly right with what this guy has done in the past, and now like he is a comic fan, and he's always wanted to do this, but clearly he's gonna take his past experiences as a writer and infuse it in this story, and
Which I think is
we're gonna
great.
see it. Me
Yeah.
too. And
I'm
it's
very
different.
impressed.
It is not. It does not read like. It's not. Like we've been saying, the Vision doesn't read like a Marvel comic. This doesn't read like a Marvel comic for a whole nother reason.
Yeah,
a whole different reason.
I really like that too.
Yeah.
Like now we have two books that are giving like Marvel is giving us an example on their in their main like Marvel underneath their Marvel banner. It's like, okay, we've got the Vision. This is really different. Black
Yes.
Panther. This is different in a whole nother way.
Right.
And that's awesome.
Do we know how long this run goes for?
No, I don't. I feel like I saw somewhere that it was a limited run, and then I saw somewhere that it was an ongoing series. So we'll see. I mean, I think I would imagine, when I've seen names like this, like that aren't typically comic book writers come on to an issue, it's sort of a day by day basis.
He's
you
kind
know,
of a busy guy.
Yeah, if he wants to keep doing it. But based on his enthusiasm from what I've seen from interviews and his love of comic books, I think he's going to want to do it until he can't do it because of his schedule, or they tell him you can't do it. So hopefully,
I doubt the Atlantic is that fascist.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah.
I hope. Just watch. This will be, a 4-issue run, and then Cry Havoc will go on for
Oh,
80 issues.
that's not fun.
Of course, I'm being facetious, but you get my point.
Yeah.
But if you want to read it, come check it out.
Yeah, it's awesome. Come get one. Come get some. All right, so let's. Dan, you want to? Empress. Summarize it for us.
Empress. Mark Miller, however we want to say. I still don't know. I should know, but I don't. He's a busy guy. Chrononauts. We read that. We talked about that. He's doing Jupiter Circle. He is working on some secret project with Greg Capullo. So it's cool to see his name pop up on things. It seems. Oh, and Huck. He's writing Huck. It seems that whatever his name appears on gets picked up by a movie studio. Like Huck picked up. Chrononauts picked up. Empress already picked up. So, we're going to see this stuff in some form of media other than a comic book. So that's pretty cool. But this series is printed on the Icon line, which is actually Marvel, in case anybody didn't know that. That's why it's on the Marvel wall at the store. It's solicited as a Marvel book, but it has nothing to do with the Marvel Universe. This is drawn by Stuart Immonen, who drew the early Star Wars issues. He's a very, very good artist, very distinct. And this story is not as deep as Black Panther, but it is pretty neat. It is very sci-fi. It is 65 million years in Earth's past, so it's kind of like Star Wars, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. And this is a very technologically advanced society. The main character is a woman who married this tyrant type character. He looks like sort of like a red apocalypse.
Yeah, exactly right.
So it's Putin.
Yes, Putin. And we're back to Putin. and the protagonist, the woman, the Empress, I suppose. She has this.
His name is Emporia.
Emporia, is that what it is?
I think so.
Okay. And she has this bodyguard who looks like a young George Lucas, and that's what he's drawn like. That's what I think of. And it's basically her escape from her husband, because he is a maniac, and we learn that very quickly. He holds gladiator type battles, and that's how he
judge people?
decides justice.
Yeah.
It's not even it's like if gladiators had to fight fucking dinosaurs.
Yeah,
That's bullshit.
Well, the telling thing in that part
This is cool.
The telling thing in that is he says, "Would you rather fight the beast or me?" And they're like, "The beast, of course."
Yeah, nobody wants to fight him.
So no one wants to fight him for some reason.
Yeah.
He is apparently way more badass than.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so bring people in.
Yeah,
I just
so
want to say there's dinosaurs in this comic too.
yeah,
There are dinosaurs in this comic book,
There
yeah.
are. Yeah,
There's a blue dinosaur, right?
Yeah.
This
There's
is
a big blue dinosaur. Yeah.
This is just a cool sci-fi story, and I'm really excited to keep reading it. I think it's cool that it got picked up for a series. There is a person next to me. I haven't quite looked at that person. Hello there.
Hey.
Yeah, so I mean, good stuff.Id you guys like it? Did you read it?
I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
I thought it was fucking killer,
Yeah,
man.
me and my boy
I
Dan
enjoyed the
liked
shit
it,
out of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I got like a Battlestar, Star
That's exactly what I
Wars,
thought, Battlestar
even a
Galactica.
little Star Trekky. If there was all sorts of sci-fi type things weaved into this book. And I don't know, it was just a fun read.
I kept expecting So Say We All.
Oh, yeah. Well, and also that this big ship, the big ship that they kind of steal, looks kind of like the Yamato.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And it also looks kind of like a sperm whale.
Well, yeah.
Dan's right, it does.
Close your mouth. You're gonna get bugs in there.
mouth. Dude, eating up all sardines ain't gonna have none.
It really does kind of look like a sperm.
And Dan, you're right. This guy, it's the hair. His hair is George Lucas.
And the
all
beard,
day.
too.
Yeah, he
The
really does
beard.
look like
Yeah, he looks like a-
young
George fucking Lucas.
Yeah. If George Lucas worked out.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna
now
say.
he's a
Yeah.
tub of goo, but whatever.
I like where it's going. I think it could go to some interesting places.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I love the main character, the Emporia.
Yeah. Although the fact her name is Emporia is kind of, I don't know about that.
Fucking stupid,
I took it like
Yeah,
that's her
that's
stripper name because she
Yeah,
was.
well, no, she was a stripper.
She
She
was
was
a
a
stripper,
Emporia was
yeah.
a really cool place in Bioshock Infinite.
She was though. She was a stripper.
It was one of the best boards.
Is
Oh, boy.
is okay? Is that her stripper name or is that her real name?
I don't know. I'm gonna say it's a stripper name.
Do people 5 million years ago
65 million years
Sorry,
prior.
Oh yeah, it's sorry, it's more than that.
65.
It's like it's a bunch more years than that.
It's way in
It's-
the past. Like I don't even know
Sorry, 5 billion years, whatever.
if Earth was even around.
Do people in
back
this
then.
time period have stripper names versus regular names?
They have dinosaurs.
that's-
Well, they got that technology. I
Some
mean,
shit don't change. Women do shop.
I have no response to that. I hate
Yeah.
shopping.
No, that's that's a thing I say if I want to get
Sexist,
hit.
Dan.
Oh, that's yeah.
Because you know I give a shit.
I grew up with 3 sisters. I have respect for women.
I grew up with 2 sisters.
No,
I
no,
don't.
no, no, you absolutely do.
But there's a really great.
There's recorded evidence of all that we've talked about.
Yeah, I don't need to fucking justify myself.
you
Unless
don't,
you're a
you
first time listener. I really, I have a
Go back
deep-
and listen to the other stuff.
Don't be jealous.
He's the sweetest person on our group texts.
Oh,
He
is.
he
Even
really
you
does.
said that.
Yeah, he
too.
really
So
is.
nice.
He's a big old softy.
I believe you called him a sap.
Yeah, you did call him a sap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in a good way. In a
But in a
the
nice,
most
You're
endearing-
such a big old softy, Daniel.
I am. I mean,
best
I
possible.
genuinely care deeply for you.
I didn't mean to interrupt or insult you. What were you gonna?
No. I thought it was really cool. It opens up just in the. It says, take the Earth's 4 billion years and spread them over a single day. The human race arrives 2 minutes before midnight.
Yeah.
Man, that's so
yeah,
cool.
that's
That's
cool.
so cool. That's like a really cool
Yeah.
line.
That's been like a really popular visualization recently. Like Neil deGrasse Tyson used it in Cosmos.
He used that
Did
same
he?
thing?
Yeah.
That same.
The same comparison. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a thing.
I dig that. Because
dude-
it
that dude
has
was
this
in a-
like foreboding
Yeah.
kind of feeling to it.
Well-
It's like,
well, just-
are we gonna, are we, are we gonna get to the next day? Like, at the,
no, it
at
has
the
nothing
end
to do
of
with
this day?
it has nothing to do with the next day. It's just if it was one day, just in a comparison like time,
We would,
we'd be right at the end.
yeah,
Yeah, we're very insignificant as far as
right.
goes.
I mean, arguably 150,000 years, 100,000 years, human
Something like
beings
that.
have
Yeah.
existed in the form that we understand them.
Yeah.
But once again, talking about like this linear like storylines, I don't know if I'm turning into a simpleton, but I'm really appreciating linear storylines. And this one is
No,
it.
you're
This
right.
one's like, boom, what's happening? Dude's a dickhead. She's got a cool bodyguard. Grab the kids, get the fuck out. Dude's chasing them.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, doke, I dig that.
No, and as I was listening to actually the last podcast, the episode 9, I think the first part, and we were talking about Black Widow. And I was thinking to myself, because we'd said the same thing. It's like, you know what, we read so many things where it's like this could go in any direction.
Right.
This is
Yeah.
going to be really complicated.
Discipline
like,
is another
we have-
episode of that, or exemplification of that.
Right. Yeah. We have like so many possibilities where when you get something that's real simple, it's like that's kind of refreshing. It's nice.
Yeah.
You know, like yeah. So no, I totally agree with you on that one.
It feels like stretching.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, oh, this is just like a chase scene. Cool.
Yeah.
Like the Black Widow. In fact, now that I meant to say this, I was listening to the previous podcast and I wanted to just say about the Black Widow thing. That issue reminds me of like a middle issue of the Fraction Hawkeye run, which I don't think you guys have read it before,
No.
but
No, I haven't.
I know Dan has, but it's almost ballsy in the way that it's like so stark and like this one thing is happening and nothing else is happening, and I'm excited to see what they do with that, because if it's anything like the Matt Fraction Hawkeye run, that is amazing. So hopefully it'll be
If it doesn't turn out to be amazing, I
Well.
still like that issue.
yeah. It's just it's simple. It's just like
Yeah.
somebody stole some shit and we're good.
And especially because, like, I read that at the same time I was finishing up Nameless, also reading, I think Big Man Plans. Also reading like
Oh, man.
like some some
one's
shit.
rough.
that's
We're gonna
like-
get to that. There's a book called Big Man Plans, and we're not gonna do that this episode. We will do that very soon in the future because it is
It
Something
I haven't
opens
read that.
with a murder in an enormous midget cock.
Ooh, murder's
Yes.
fun.
Yeah, yeah.
it is
In that order.
yeah. Oh, it is very. It's
Well,
very,
we've already played, around with midget or various cock and balls with Saga. I don't know if I can be blown away by any more midget cock.
It's not going to blow you away, but you're going to be like,
You
wow.
know.
That's a midget cock.
Yeah. But it's not. Actually, I think it's actually a pretty.
Guys,
big,
I don't
my
know if
God.
midget's the PC term. Should we? Is it little people? I'm not even saying this.
Little
in a-
people.
Oh,
Is
God.
it? Is this?
yeah,
it's the
small.
PC
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you
All right,
guys-
All right.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to.
I actually didn't even catch. I'm kind of drunk right now. I didn't even catch.
Do you
that.
guys
You're right,
remember
we shouldn't say that.
somethingawful.com?
Yes.
Okay, my friend wrote the reoccurring article, what do you call it, editorial called "The Horrors of Porn," and he would just review
horrors.
horrors.
Okay.
H-O-R-R-O-R-S.
It's a difficult word to.
So, yeah, I'm sorry.
on words.
I thought I enunciated.
no, I say it all the time. Yeah,
So
yeah.
horrors. Okay.
Horrors. H-O. Yeah.
Yeah, not W-H. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And he had to review, people would submit the worst / funniest / best pornos of all time. And one of them was a Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs porno. And it was from Italy. And all I remember is that he's like, I saw so many midget dicks. This was back in 2003. I mean, back when Something Awful was above Reddit,
Right.
So I'm sorry.
I feel like I feel like I've seen this. Like
Wait, the
this is,
porno or the article?
No, the porno. I this is not surprising to me.
Sounds
Like I know
familiar.
this
I
existed.
just
Like as soon
remember-
as you said that, I'm like, oh yeah.
He got paid a decent amount of money to write this once a week. He would
Yeah, I
just
don't
pick
know
out
what-
the quote unquote worst porno that people would just, this is the worst / best. And by that I mean, like Midsummer Night's Cream kind of level. Wow. But all I remember is that the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs one freaked him out. So when you say Becky with another great sexual tangent. You're welcome.
By the way, we are all aware here on the podcast that we should use the correct term. I think is it little people or it's little people.
Is it Little People?
I think it's little people.
Is
Little
dwarf
people.
on?
Well, I think,
Well, Little
I think,
People, Big World is the name of that terrible
right.
TLC show.
I think
so.
dwarves are different though, because
They are.
dwarves have
there's a difference.
shorter arms, right? Is
Yeah.
that shorter
Different
arms, shorter legs?
classifications.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So next time you go start
I did
saying
not
things,
Their women
Wow,
also
that is-
grow big beards, according to the Lord of the Rings.
right? Yeah.
I knew that.
And but they are not spawned out of the ground, which Gimli says is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Right before orcs are spawned from the ground. With that.
Oh man, the pizza just got here.
Looks like Ryan's walking around. Got that big old pizza. Yeah. I'm not sure where to put. Maybe on the ground for now.
Yeah. So Jared,
Yeah. I'm sorry. That's insulting. I shouldn't have said that.
give us a rundown. Where is this pizza from?
This.
And how
Yeah.
fucking delicious
This
is
pizza is from Benny Fierro's. We're just taking a short break in the podcast right here. We got a big old pizza coming from Benny Fierro's. Ryan is the owner / manager / the guy. to
the
go
everything
see there.
guy.
And he's actually gonna. We'll have him on and say some words about it here in a second. But he has just delivered us a massive pizza, and it will be delicious because I'm already kind of drunk and I need some.
These slices are as big as your face.
Yeah, literally as big as your face.
They have a
you've
pretty
actually
good.
checked-
I was checking their stuff out on checking your stuff out, and on Instagram, some people hashtagging your spot. And do you guys have your own Instagram up and running? I was eating a cookie. He drops off a delicious pizza and he's eating cookies.
Yeah, I'm kind of been slacking on it, but I just went through and looked at a bunch of it. That's basically our main marketing right now. Is because the slices are so big and everything. We just kind of
People like to take pictures of them.
people like to take pictures.
Yeah.
Especially millennials come in these little girls look at the slice and every single one takes a picture before they eat a slice, pretty much.
Yeah, it's like 4% of their body weight.
Yeah, probably.
Those are the type of chicks that have trouble opening doors.
We actually have a lot of trouble with that because our door has a doorknob. And a lot of the businesses, you don't expect if you walk into a pizza place, you just kind of push the door and
Right.
we'll have people turn around thinking we're closed all the time.
I think I did that once or twice. Yeah.
People slam into it drunk sometimes. It's a really dangerous thing having.
I'm expecting
pizza
pizza shops to have one of those fucking wood outline screen doors where
Oh, yeah.
the top third of it is folded in. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how long have you been over there?
We just opened up 3 months ago.
What's the address?
1906 East Carson,
There
right
you
across
go.
the street.
Yeah.
Actually, on this one with my cousin who owns a bunch in Virginia. They started in Blacksburg.
Oh, nice.
So this is store number 11. We just opened up 2 more last week.
Oh,
Nice.
fuck yeah,
So,
man!
in
Congrats.
like 5 years, they're killing it. But
Nice.
So is this his
mean-
recipe? Did he come up with like the dough recipe and the
yeah,
sauce
so they're all the
recipe?
same. And they just kind of did it like trial by fire. We tried to make a pizza like 2 weeks before we opened, and it was not a pretty sight. But we figured it out. And,
Yeah, you did it. It's fucking good, man.
But
Yeah.
there were already ones open. You were saying in
right. So I'm talking about the original one.
like at store number 1.
Yeah, but we're originally from North Jersey. There are a bunch of pizza excuse me. Bunch of pizza places in Hoboken, New Jersey, that do the big slice like this. So
Yeah,
that's kind of where we got the idea, and kind of stay true to that style. So
that's
You know,
rad.
all the different locations, like from what the box says, it's like Benny something.
yeah, it's all. They don't want to seem like a franchise or be like a chain,
Right.
so each one's kind of unique to its own neighborhood.
Right.
Which is why they all have a different name. They all kind of have similar features inside, but all like a different look. And
It's a good
we'll
idea.
do some things, sell some things a little bit differently, or do some things differently depending on what people want. So,
right.
Yeah.
And it's just you and your cousin.
He has a business partner, and then my parents own a piece of this one too because
Yeah.
I have no money. But
No, man, that's cool. So it's not a chain. It's just it's
it's
a family
chain.
business.
It's not a franchise.
Right.
So like they've opened up a few where like it's just like a family friend or a friend of theirs that hates their like office job and wants to do something else and has some money. Like, all right, you want to open up one, and they set it up for him and say go. Let's
Yeah.
show him how to do it.
Okay.
So,
It's a good model.
but it's all like friends and family
That's
so
cool.
far.
Yeah. It's not like fucking Chick-fil-A. You don't have to belong to church.
It
And,
never will be.
And you're open
you
on
don't have
Sundays,
to-
I bet.
No, you don't.
You don't have to like
not have to belong to
proselytize.
church.
All right, good. Yeah, that was.
Fucking hate Chick-fil-A.
But no, I like the model too. Like being able to walk in there. When you guys are open until like pretty late, right?
3 tonight, yeah.
Yeah.
So
That-
3
yeah.
Friday and Saturday, 2:30 on Thursday, and then
Yeah.
midnight during the week.
Which is perfect because I don't understand the mentality of a lot of the other pizza places down here where they close, like well before bar closing time.
Yeah,
Sometimes
Doesn't
they'll
make any
close
sense.
like I've seen them like right at 2 when all the bars
Yeah.
let out.
Yeah.
The pizza place like close their door and lock
Yeah.
it. I'm like,
Which would be the best
what are you
time.
doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we did 2:30 on Thursday because
Yeah.
it's like we don't want to stay open when there's no one coming in,
Right.
but
Right. Right.
want
But
to give everyone enough
a
time
pretty
to
good-
come
yeah.
in and yeah.
And
You know who
and
closes
still-
their fucking doors though? It's people with employees.
Yeah.
Yeah, the owners.
No.
Those fucking
Right.
owners. There's no way there's a single owner like, did you see all these fucking people trying to spend money at this place?
let's just
Get 'em
Lock
out.
that fucking door. I told you 10 times, close that fucking door. Look how much money I'm making now. This is awful.
Get these people out of here.
Yeah, it blows my mind when I see that. I'm like,
Yeah. But no, additionally, the slice, like because the slice is so big, like if you say like that's gonna be $4 a slice, people would be like, oh, that's kind of a lot for a slice. But
Yeah,
the
we
slice is as
get-
big as your fucking head.
yeah, we get shit sometimes for sure.
Right. But that's once
Like,
they
hey,
see the
look
size
at-
of the
look at it.
slice,
Yeah.
it's a healthy
So
slice.
in some ways, sometimes people are kind of skeptical because of that, but in the end, it's a novelty thing. Like I said, people take pictures of it because it's so big all
Right,
the time.
right.
And it
That's-
just kind of markets itself. Like just walking over here, the like 50 feet, I had like 10 girls like, oh my god, that's a big pizza. Like,
Be like, yeah, you should see what's in the box.
Get the fuck out of here.
That fucking guy.
Selling normal pizzas in large boxes just for the advertising.
You just have like
boxes are
one
not
Red Baron microwavable pizza in the middle.
there you go.
We had some peanut gallery conversation just now. The question was, have you ever thought about selling a regular sized pizza in one of your massive pizza boxes? For those of you who are listening at home and not here with us drinking. Would you like a drink, by the
Yeah,
way?
by the way.
Yeah, there's some red cups over there. We got a bunch of stuff.
The red cups, there's the upside down ones are empty.
I have more over here. If we need more cups, I have more.
Okay.
Grab some of that bullet if I can grab
Yeah,
some.
yeah, yeah.
I've got scotch too.
Hell yeah.
the Bullet Bourbon Frontier whiskey.
The signature.
Who is still not
podcast.
really.
Bullet Bourbon still waiting for a sponsorship from you.
Yeah.
We got Ryan here. He's fucking sponsored us.
Yeah,
and he's
yeah.
got better taste. You guys wouldn't even know what taste was if it took a shit on your car.
Well, let's take it easy, okay?
Wow.
Now we're definitely not going to get that sponsorship.
Shit on your car.
God damn it.
We're going to have to do some editing to make up for that.
JK, guys, you have taste if you sponsor us.
I think maybe. Well,
We already have one email in.
I
What do
did-
you want us
yeah,
to
I
do?
did
Come over
say-
there and suck all your dicks?
I did send them an email.
Wow. You are in rare form tonight.
One email, then sucking dick. Like, that's
This is
That's the general progression.
this is what happens when you have whiskey for breakfast.
Yeah, this is what happens when you have whiskey for breakfast. You have
Straight from one email.
One email that escalated quickly.
See, I need that pizza.
Well,
'cause,
cheers.
Cheers.
Here's to
Cheers.
Ryan and to Benny Fieros for
Thanks for the
providing
drink.
us with a
yeah,
big-ass
thanks
pizza
a lot.
that
This
we
is,
can
this is awesome.
get down. Yeah. I've I think I actually come in like at least once a week because on Tuesdays I usually haven't eaten yet, and before my second trivia show I go and get a slice from
probably
from,
usually not
from Dan.
there.
Yeah, you're not usually there. Yeah, Dan's there though.
Dan.
Yeah,
Always Dan on Tuesdays.
yeah. Oh, he did. But he,
Sounds
he
like an
told me that
FX
apparently
show.
you were hanging out with
Always
O-Town
Dan on Tuesday.
the other day.
Yes. All right. We hung out and ate pizza with O-Town backstage the other night.
Oh, town. Oh, my.
We were,
Did you partake in their liquid dreams?
Damn.
yikes.
On top of it.
Yeah, like I met him at the bar randomly the night before their show and had no idea who it was. They were just like the only other people in the bar, and we were talking to them, and they just seemed like down to earth, like normal guys. And they were like, yeah, we're here from out of town. And the manager was like, I'm looking for somewhere else to go. So we went down the street to Acacia. And he's like, yeah, like I'm on tour with this band right now. And I was like, who was it? Who is it? He's like, O-Town. I was like, that was O-Town? I was like, yeah.
I had no idea.
And then hooked us up with some guest list spots, and we ended up, drinking and eating pizza with O-Town.
Not many men can say that.
We had girls walking up to us like, why are you here? And we're just like, we're friends with them, you know?
Well, because the reason I know that because we got a slice. Actually, the three of us got a slice. Me and Jason and Trevor here. We got a slice right before Dan delivered that pizza to you guys.
He actually ended up sitting outside for like 45 minutes. I felt pretty bad.
Oh, that's fine. But he was like super excited. He was like, I'm going to meet O-Town to go deliver the pizza, man.
Oh man, I had to look up a picture to remember what these guys look like. Does that dude still look like Scooby Doo? like the cartoon?
They all look normal. That's why, like,
That guy looks like Scooby Doo.
Holy shit.
He looks
Let me
like
see.
Scooby Doo.
Yeah, he does.
It's
Oh,
only
man.
4 out of 5 of the original members, but I think
wow.
that
So
guy
they
was
got
one
a
of
new, is there another guy replacing the fourth one?
No.
Or the fifth one?
No.
Okay.
No.
I was going to say, if you're the fill-in
Wait, what happened to
Guy.
that fifth guy?
I think he just didn't want to do it. I asked him why they wanted to do it. I was like, "Why are you guys still doing this? Like, is
They're
it
like,
for,
dude,
is
you
it
ever
for
pay a
money?
fucking
Is it
gas
for
bill?
Girls? Is it just for fun?" And they were like, he was like, "All 3 of those things: money,
Yeah.
girls, fun."
Yeah,
yeah.
that's about right. If someone offered you that job, I'd be
I mean,
like, oh, all right.
tickets were $30 and they were sold out.
Jesus.
at Alta Bar.
Wow.
It was packed.
Wow.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, I thought it was impressive.
Were you there when they opened the pizza box?
Yeah,
Did you see the?
we have a pretty good picture.
Did you
of,
see?
like-
Did you see the taped inside the lid of the pizza box?
Did he? Oh, it was on the outside. I forgot.
on the outside? Okay,
We talked
okay.
about it with them. They're like, "What is this?"
What did
I
they
totally
do?
forgot
Tape
that
an
he-
NSYNC album on the
No.
inside of the box?
I took one of our business cards for the podcast and I put it on the outside of
Yeah,
the box.
the business
So
the
O-Town, we're
business
gonna
card
see
was hanging out with
the official
O-Town.
O-Town
Yeah.
Instagram or something.
Honestly, they were
subscribe.
kind of like busy and preoccupied
Oh,
to
yeah.
talk about it. But,
Well, I told him to put it on the inside, so like he might have been afraid of it like falling off another.
Because when I think of O-Town circa 2016, I think of busy.
It was, all right, being that's hard. I mean,
like,
I'm
not
right
the
there
only
with
one
you.
tonight.
I've had a rough
We're backstage
fucking
and they're like,
week.
"All right, you can be in this room."
No, they're cool. I'm
I
kidding.
mean, I'm definitely not offended.
Because, I'm sure they're listening.
Maybe they will.
O-Town, are you there?
Hey guys.
The one girl on the
Tag O-Town in these
podcast.
pictures.
Big fan.
They're all sitting there in their bus like, that's it.
That
He'll
bitch is
never
going
work
down.
in the pizza industry again.
Gonna find a business name.
Call my uncle. He's the general manager of a Chili's in Pittsburgh. We're gonna have him shut down.
Either Chili's or a Golden Corral. It's one of the two.
Hey, listen, bud. That ain't so funny. Okay, some of Chili's owners might know the health inspector. Okay,
Yeah.
so that ain't not a good idea.
No, we like Vicelli's. Just kidding.
Oh yeah, we're just kidding. We're kidding on that one.
Yeah. I don't. I'd rather eat my shoe.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That pizza's like it used to be Pizza Outlet. It's not good.
Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah, you weren't good then. You just changed the name.
It's almost as bad as Fox's.
Oh, Fox's is the worst.
Yeah,
They are the
Is that the one with the big square one?
They're just
the underlying worst. No. Oh god, they're so terrible.
just sucks.
yeah. They cut it. No, they cut into those.
Don't they have the
stupid
really big square
slices?
one
I
called
think.
like
Yeah,
with
they're
a
really
funny name?
terrible. I just remember I used to swim as a kid, and Fox's would always be allowed. It was the one business that was allowed in the middle schools and high schools, and I'm like, what the fuck? We couldn't get anything good. God, oh, I hate
Jesus
Fox's.
Christ, it's terrible.
I'm sorry.
And so anyway, I'm gonna
Are we
make an
gonna-
executive
Anyway.
decision
Brett, what did
here.
you think of
We've been
Batman?
talking about pizza. But I'm hungry. I need to have a. Slice
Yeah, I need
list.
to fucking eat some pizza,
Let's
too.
we'll just edit into like a little break or something right here. Once again, thanks to Ryan.
Yeah,
Tell us
thank
the
you so
address again.
much, man.
1906 East Carson.
Yeah, and you obviously. Do
you have a website?
Keep drinking. Yeah. Is there a website?
Do you have a website?
Yeah, it's bennysva.com, which
Okay.
they made before we expanded.
BENN.
YSVA as in Virginia, because it was made before we expanded outside of Virginia. But
Gotcha.
Cool.
And yeah, Instagram.
It's just Benny Fierros.
Okay.
BENNYFIERROS. I can never say that. That's it.
It's like we're putting you on the spelling bee spot right now.
Spell the name of your own business while you've been drinking.
And then spell your own name, and then recite the alphabet forwards. Fuck!
All right, it's pizza time, as the turtles would
Yeah.
say. Pizza time.
Pizza
Take a break.
Oh, let's do this.
Take a break.
Grown-up, human, comic, people! Grown-up, human, comic, people!
I like Dan, so this is in no way directed towards you, but whenever someone says something like that, I always think there's a lid for every garbage can. That's my favorite analogy.
Really good. I've never heard.
I know.
Yeah, that's really funny. Damn, that's good.